Hey everyone, it's Juan Yadusi with Compass, your South Florida realtor, bringing you your South Florida market update for this month. And whether you're buying, selling, or just watching the market to get a better sense of it, today we're gonna break down what's really happening in the South Florida real estate market. And here's the key, as always, headlines don't tell the full story. And while general market trends paint a broad picture, when you break it down by county, price point, and property type, the realities can be very, very different. So this video might be lengthy because we're gonna be covering both Miami-Dade and Broward County. We're gonna be talking about the condo market, the single family home market, and we'll also talk about how the $1 million and up market compares in each of these areas. But don't worry, if you want to skip ahead, you'll find the timelines can let you lead up to whatever part of the market you're really interested in. But before we dive into the numbers, here's some key metrics that you need to understand so that you can really read the market and understand where the opportunities lie. First thing we're going to talk about is months of inventory. Now this measures the supply and demand. 0 to 5 months means it's a seller's market because there's low inventory and high demand. 5 to 7 months means it's a more balanced market, meaning there's an even amount of supply versus the demand that there's out there. And 7 months and above means it's better for buyers as there's more choices and you can get better deals. The median time to contract means how long it takes a home from the time it goes to market to go under contract. The shorter this time frame means the market is hotter and the seller holds more power, while the longer means that buyers have a better chance as the market is cooler. Cash sales as a percentage means how much of the transactions that are happening are being paid in cash, and this gives you a sense of how many people out there are investors versus people that are maybe more susceptible to mortgage rates and how that can impact sales in the long run. So we're gonna start off talking about Broward County and the single family home market in Broward County. This section of the market is holding steady. Pending sales are flat, but closed sales are actually up 8.2% to last year's, with 765 homes trading, which tells us that single family homes, there's still an appetite out there and they're still trading. The median sales price is up 11% to last year, and that number is now $640,000, which signals how much appetite there is for single family homes. The active inventory is now over 5,200 homes, which is an increase to last year, and the months of inventory is now 5.1 months, which is a balanced market, but still leaning towards the seller side. Time to contract is 43 days, which is up compared to last year. And the reason for this is, well, there was a huge increase of inventory, so it's taking longer for homes to sell or to go under contract. Now, I want you to keep in mind that once homes actually do go under contract, it generally takes them about 30 to 45 days before the transaction closes. It can be more, it can be less, but generally 30 to 45 days is a reasonable closing time. Cash sales account for 27.8% of all Broward County single family home sales. So mortgages are being taken part for the larger sector of the market. Now, what this means for sellers is that the market is still showing resilience, even though there is more inventory coming to market. Prices have continued to increase, and for buyers, even though there is more inventory coming to market, please don't drag your feet. It's not like a condo where a unit above is the same as the one below and the finishes are different. A single family home, if you find something that you like in the right part of town, it's better that you try to negotiate and go after it than kind of having this abundance mentality that there's gonna be so much money or other options coming to market. Now, when we look at the condo market, it tells a different story. There's 10.8 months of inventory compared to last year's 6.2. Guys, this is a buyer's market. It means there's more choices, more negotiating power. However, there is a caveat here, and that is that much of the bulk of the condos that are out there for sale are in condo buildings that are 30 years and older. And those are seeing bigger price decreases the newer buildings that are, let's say, 10, 15, or even 20 years old. These are much more desirable, so they're not really taking a hit on prices as much. Still, the median sales price came in at $272,000, which is a minimal 1.1 decrease year over year, which is a much different picture than what's being painted by the headlines of doom and gloom that the condo market is falling down here. Active inventory is over 11,200 units out there, which is a 50% increase to last year. And the time to contract is 67 days, which is higher than last year's 42 days. Similar to what happened with the single family home market, there's an increase of inventory, so it's taking longer for homes to sell. Now, condo sales are down 12% with 756 condos trading, and cash sales account for 53.3% of all condo sales here in Broward County, still dominated by second home and investor buyers. Key takeaways for buyers: you have more leverage, don't be afraid to submit offers and negotiate. And for sellers, make sure you stand out with the condition of your property, price well from the start, and don't add unnecessary days on market, as it can be seen as a weakness. If it needs staging, consider it. For the $1 million and up market, let's talk about that luxury or intro to luxury market. If you're considering that million and up, you're gonna wanna hear this. So for the single family homes, the closed sales were actually up 27% to last year with 149 closed single family homes in this price range. Active inventory is up 25%, meaning there's more competition for sellers. And the median time to contract was 59 days, which actually remained flat to last year. However, in this sector of the market, cash sales account for 46.3% of all transactions. And when we look at the condo market in that $1 million and up range, closed sales in this price bracket are up 21% to last year with 35 sales closing. The active inventory is only 666, which is up 20% from last year. And the months of inventory is 18%, which is up from 14.1 last year. Again, heavily favoring buyers in this sector of the market. The median days to contract is 116 days versus last year's 73. It is common for this price bracket to take longer, but again, just the sheer increase in volume of inventory impacts this heavily. Now, cash sales were 68.6% of all transactions in the condo market for the 1 million and up range, which is good because particularly older condos are seeing difficulty securing financing. So what this means for sellers: price aggressively from the start to not risk accruing days on market. And for buyers, again, don't drag your feet if you find the right option. It's better that you try to negotiate the contract than missing out on finding something that comes to market priced well, in good condition, because those are still going to trade. And remember, for the newer buildings, that still is highly desirable. We have clients that are only wanting to buy buildings that are 10 years old, at 20 at most. So that paints a different picture in the market. Now for Dade County single family homes, overall the market is showing resilience. Prices are up 7.1% with the median sales price at $675,000. The median time to contract is 45 days. And this mirrors the sentiment to Broward County, where single family homes still remain highly desirable. Active inventory is now almost 5,000 units, which is a 29% increase to last year. And the months of inventory is 5.6 months, which is still balanced, but slightly starting to favor buyers. Cash sales account for 30% of all transactions. What this means for sellers is that the market is healthy overall, and depending what area or neighborhood you're looking to sell in, it will shift the numbers in your favor and maybe skew them away from you a bit. But in a sense, buyers need to act fast on good deals, because homes that are coming on the market that are in good condition and priced well are not sitting long on the market. Now, keep this in mind. In Dade, you have more cash buyers, so So this can tip the negotiating table in their favor when you're competing for homes. So just some food for thought. And in Miami-Dade, the condo market, buyer's market completely. You have 11.9 months of inventory and a median sales price of $415,000. The median sales price is up slightly by 2.3%. It is now $415,000. However, active inventory is now over 12,000, which is an increase of 43% from last year, which is well over the amount of homes that are available for sale in Dade County. And the time to contract is 64 days versus last year's 47 days. Again, slightly less than Broward County, but similarly impacted by the increase of inventory. So again, this highly favors buyers. Cash sales account for 52.7% of all sales in Miami-Dade, as it continues to show that investors and second home buyers play the strong role. Here's some advice for buyers. You can push for price reductions and negotiate. And for sellers, be strategic, market aggressively, stage well, or you risk sitting on the market for long. Now, when we look at that $1 million and above range for single family homes, here's what's going on. Closed sales were actually up 5.2% with about 224 homes closing. The active inventory is also up, which means more competition for sellers. However, cash sales accounted for 49.4% of transactions in this price bracket, and median time to contract is actually 57 days, which is only slightly up from 50 last year. Regarding the condo market, in that $1 million and above range, there was an increase of 7.2% of sales. It was over 100 homes sold, which is about 3 times as much as in Broward. The active inventory is now over 2,800 units, an increase of 29% versus last year. Again, almost 3 times as much as Broward. And the months of inventory is now 19.6 months, clearly favoring buyers. Obviously, this will fluctuate depending on what areas you're looking in. For example, Coconut Grove versus Sunny Isles or Brickell is going to tell a completely different story. And median days to contract is 78 days, which is pretty much flat to last year. However, when you're looking at cash sales, this accounts for about 73% of all condo sales. You are very likely to be working with a cash buyer, which means a more discerning buyer, but with higher inventory, strategy matters more than ever. And don't forget that these numbers do not reflect the pre-construction sales, which is a sector of the market that is actually performing very well and fetching some incredible price ranges. And if you're considering luxury, new development may be worth exploring. So what's the bottom line? The market is changing, the general trends don't tell the full story, and if you want a personalized game plan, let's talk. And even if you are unsure about it, reach out. Let's book a time for a complimentary consultation so I could give you more insights and you can make a more educated decision. And if you're a buyer, who you work with matters more than ever, particularly if you're looking into the new development sector. So feel free to reach out to me. My contact info is in the description below. You can call, text, or email me, or you can even book a time for a complimentary consultation. We'll talk about what you're looking to do, and we'll talk about the first steps to guide you towards your real estate success here in South Florida. Once again, I'm Juan Yarusi with Compass, your South Florida realtor. Thank you for taking the time. Please feel free to share this with someone who you know is considering making a move here. If you don't mind giving me a like or thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. And until the next time, stay savvy, stay informed, stay ready, and I'll see you on the next one.